One other point I would really like to bring out on large families is I hear all the time of, well, we are financially not stable. Like we couldn't afford another child. Well, not only is that not true, but it's not biblical. That's not a biblical concept. The Bible says the house will widen itself for you. And, that's something that we just need to trust God on. And, be fruitful, multiply, my friends. Be fruitful and multiply. And have a large family. Take it seriously. Raise those children. Train those children. Love their mother. To love you. To love God. Give them respect, manners. People say, what's wrong with our country? You're going to blame President Obama. No, it's the meltdown, the breakdown of the family. Christian children should be the most well-behaved children. They should love law. They should love. What this country needs is more love. And to do that, naturally comes with family. Hey, be fruitful, multiply. This is our rant on the, let's call it a rant on the road with Luke. That's what we'll call it. Have a good day. There's also a lot of power in having a large family. If I may, just think to yourself for just a moment. Having a large family, what does that empower you? I made that statement just a second ago. Well, think about it. If I have 10 children, let's say I have more, I don't know. But for easy math, we're going to say 10 children. And those 10 children get married. Now, I don't just have 10 children. I have 20. And there's a good chance that my children marry someone that thinks a lot like Papa does. So, I have 20 children, which is a lot of strength in itself. But now let's say that 10 or 15 years later, they all have 10 kids for easy math purposes. I have now 120 children. People go, oh, that's great. Wait a minute here. Israel did what exactly again? Same thing, people. I mean, let's not underestimate what God can do. So now we trained up our children to love the Lord, their God, with all their heart, soul, and mind. And, of course, they respect and love and honor their parents. Now, all of a sudden, we have some issues. For example, well, I shouldn't even go there yet. Let's say one of my children marries into a family of 12. And another marries into a family of 8. And another 10. And another 3. And another... So all of a sudden, let's say, not to mention that some of them you're going to be related to attorneys. I feel sorry for you there. And you're going to be related to doctors and preachers and missionaries all over the world. That's power in itself right there. But let's say that you had some problems with social services or some kind of deal where you were in court, and all of a sudden just your own family shows up, 120 of you. Or better yet, let's say that their family showed up as well. And they come from 10 or 12 kids. Now all of a sudden there's 2 or 3 or 4,000 people standing at the courthouse and say, Your Honor, you are an elected position and just want you to know we take up 4 pages in the phone book. Does that carry weight? Well, indeed it does. I'm just saying. When I'm right about something, man, am I right? No, I'd be like taking credit for making it rain. These are things of God, people. This is Mosaic law concepts And unfortunately, it's forgotten. And I'm just a sounding board. Next point. Putting off having children. Oh, this is another one that just drives me crazy. People get married and they won't have kids for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years because we're going to enjoy ourselves. Well, first of all, that's a selfish statement. And I know I'm going to offend a lot of people. And you're going to send me hate mail and stuff. But hey, you know what? The world isn't flat, people. It's round. And these are facts. They're facts. You put off having children, and you will reap the consequences. When you're young, you're broke. That's a fact. You'll never be ready to have children. Have them. House will widen itself for you. Have the children young, get married young, and love your wife with all of your heart, and she'll do the same back to you. That's how that works. Kind of rocket science, I know. And thereafter that, when you are a young man, all of your children will be out of the house. That's how that works. So they're out of the house, and all of a sudden the money starts to roll in, or they're working for you now. Your children are working for you. What a blessing. And now you're able to travel. And face it, when people say, well, we're young, we want to see the world. Really, how many trips have you actually taken? I digress. I mean, sometimes, it's like taking candy from a child. I'm right, you're wrong. And people, if you think I'm wrong, well, you're still wrong. Think about it. Pray about it. If you are getting married just to have sex, is that not a selfish behavior? Cause and effect. Sex equals having children. Don't get me started about birth control, please. Don't get me started about that. That is not, don't spill your seed. That's kind of how that works. But anyways, think about these things. Pray about these things. But I digress. Next point.